Well, hi, everybody. The South Hadley field hockey team plays in the state semifinals against Algonquin tonight. The Tigers earned their way to the game with a win in the Western Mass Finals on Saturday, but they've gotten this far with the help of two young men, Ben and Chris MENARD. And as ABC 40's Mike Leslie shows us, the fact has caused a lot of controversy around here.
Title IX was not meant for that reason. It's different, you know, 18-year-old boy playing against an 18-year-old girl, and there's no competition there.
We should all follow the law. If the law needs to be changed, then we go after changing the law.
Field hockey is originally a male sport.
Tons of other teams have had boys. It's just they haven't been as phenomenal as these two are. So I think that's what the controversy is, because if they weren't as good as they are, then it wouldn't be a problem.
Generally speaking, an issue with this many varying viewpoints is often reserved for political arenas. So perhaps it's fitting that the matter of brothers Ben and Chris MENARD playing for the South Hadley field hockey team has its roots in Title IX, the 1972 U.S. law that states that no one shall be excluded on the basis of sex. But the MENARD brothers haven't battled exclusion. Rather, they've battled ridicule, laughter, and derision.
Sometimes they go like, oh, the guys can't play, like, oh, nice skirt. Like, we just usually brush that off our shoulders.
You know, people are entitled to their opinion, you know, and I will leave that at that. But everybody, whether you're 1, 11, 21, 16, or 17, deserves to be treated with dignity.
Older brother Ben doesn't focus much on the surrounding hoopla. Rather, he's concerned with the relationships that he's built this season.
I met a bunch of new girls that probably wouldn't have met if I didn't play field hockey, so a lot of new bonds, and we've had a fun time playing this year.
But the MENARD brothers aren't just average players. They are spectacular, which has many wondering if it's time for Title IX to receive a second look.
I think that it's time to revisit sort of the implementation of the law and see if there are other ways to go about the situation.
What we need to do is provide an outlet for them. We need to have a boys team and we need to have a girls team. That's physically unmatched.
Maybe it's time that the MIA try and get involved and maybe have a co-ed state tournament for teams that have boys playing, because there are quite a few number of boys teams.
Maybe in years to come, but like right now there's not enough guys to play two different leagues, so for now, just stay like this.
Some have suggested the MENARD brothers could be pioneers towards getting more boys to play, an idea both Ben and Chris embrace.
It's never easy to be a pioneer. That's definitely for sure. History shows us that. You can open any history book and you know that it's not easy to be a pioneer, but I could not have asked for two finer young men who come from an amazing family to help me do that.
Whether you agree, disagree, or are indifferent about the issues surrounding the South Hadley field hockey team, there's one thing you cannot take away from the Tigers, and that is that they are Division I Western Mass field hockey champs. At Mount Holyoke, Mike Leslie, ABC 40 Sports.
And the MENARD brothers in South Hadley are playing in the state semifinals tonight. We'll have highlights at 11 o'clock and the day in sports at 6.